Hi YouTubers, welcome to another episode of All Things Triumph Tiger Explorer. I actually want to speak about visors today. When you ride, helmets normally come with a clear visor, but you actually have in many cases three options for visors. So you have your clear visor, and you also have a smoked visor or smoky visor, like an in-between tint. And then you have your fully tinted visor. So I use M2R helmets. They're very affordable helmets and they're nice and quiet. Simple helmet. So many helmets these days have so many weird shapes and gadgets and air vents that they become incredibly noisy, and I hate that. I hate that on a helmet. But so initially I bought this very like a dark tinted visor. And on a really bright day, it's actually really pleasant. You can rest your eyes from the sun. Now, I bought this smoked visor recently as a bit of an experiment because I wasn't sure what an in-between visor would be like. And I went on my maiden voyage with the smoked visor today, and it was actually very nice. It was a bright sunny day, and I didn't need sunglasses. And yet I could see quite clearly. And I have noticed that sometimes with the very dark tinted visor, if the day is cloudy or it starts raining, it's actually a little bit, it affects your visibility quite a bit. So I think this in-between visor might actually be the way forward. So I paid about 29 Australian dollars for this in-between smoked visor, and I think it was money well spent. Incidentally, if like me you ride east in the mornings on your daily commute, and you ride west in the afternoon on your daily commute, you might want to actually put a strip of tape or a sticker just at the top of your visor, because it's a bit like having like in a car you have a shade. On a motorbike you don't have that option. You can use your hand, which is not great because you're now riding one-handed. But if you actually put a piece of tape on top of your visor, you can actually lean your head down a bit, and it actually blocks the sun from getting into your eye. Now this particular one I've actually probably done it a fraction too low. So if I were you, I would, if you're going to do this option, don't go more than an inch from the top of your visor down. I'd say 1 inch is probably the perfect width of tape to put across your visor. You don't actually have to put it right across the entire visor, because the problem is normally when you're riding into the sun, not so much when the sun is on the side of your helmet. So it's probably not a good idea to use too aggressive of a tape either. Use something which you can get off fairly easily without leaving residue on the helmet. This is cloth tape, and if you leave that on for more than a couple of weeks, you're not going to get it off again. Once you pull the tape off, it leaves a horrible white residue. So maybe something like electrical tape, that's got a much better chance of being removed. Sometimes it doesn't even last. So to find an intermediate strength tape which doesn't leave a residue, give it a go. It actually really makes your riding into the sun a lot better. Stop you having to ride like this, or otherwise turn your head at a ridiculous angle to try and block the sun from getting in your eyes. Yeah, highly recommend it. So smoked visor, I recommend it. A bit of tape on your visor, no more than 1 inch from the top downwards. It's going to improve your riding a lot. Well, have a good day. GoPro, stop recording.